Hey everybody, what an amazing night. Incredible. I'm here. I just dropped off my last fare on my lifting, and I thought I'd stop and share with you a little bit about the evening. Happenstance, fortunate happenstance, brought me down to San Juan Capistrano, the famous swallows of San Juan Capistrano this evening, and I picked up a group of it was one lift after another, one ride after another, exposing me to a world that was truly astonishing. Oh, look at the palm trees. That's a nice background. Very California. I've been taking a lot of palm tree photos lately. Anyway, very, very enlightening. So when you start someplace and you go and you get a ride and it drop you off, and as soon as you finish, you open up for the next ride and they pick you up and take you somewhere else. And in a metropolis the size of Los Angeles, that can take you to a lot of different places. And today, like I said, I wound up in San Juan Capistrano, where I brought some 30-something young men into the car, 3 of them, and they were young urban professionals, what we used to call yuppies. Very professional, high-powered men, and very nice men. We were talking, and it's so interesting to hear them talk. They live in such a different world. It's really a world that just reeks of money and affluence and competence, or at least the apparent competence, to be able to operate in that kind of world. And they were talking about going to the next level, and just to hear them talking, a lot of this talk is the kind of stuff that used to turn me off. It still does to the most part. It doesn't really interest me, but it's interesting. They're talking, for example, about being at the bar, and their bar tab for a night of drinks being well over $1,000. They're talking amongst themselves, and got a little bit of show off in that, I think, but whatnot. But anyway, at the end, they told me the hot tip. They said, okay, where I need to be on Fridays, Saturdays, and even Sunday nights. There we go, something came on the screen. Is I need to be in the Newport to Laguna Beach strip that goes up and down. They told me that after I dropped them off that I was going to get one ride after another, taking them up and down the strip on Pacific Coast Highway. And boy, were they right. As soon as I dropped them off, one after another, and they were amazing. These are the people. This was the real OC, in Orange County. I'll just leave you with one other couple that really stands out. 2 couples I picked them up at a very exclusive restaurant in Laguna Beach, and right down by the water. They got in the car, and their talk they talked about restaurants all evening. I drove them pretty far, up to Newport Beach, to some beautiful, oh my gosh, some beautiful homes. I dropped first the one couple off and then the other, these beautiful homes in Newport Beach. And they just the way that they talked, the life that they were living is so different. And I'll again come back to the money thing. They were telling the dinners that they had tonight were 2 couples, $450 for each couple, Chinese food apparently. The meal they had last weekend, the one couple, was they said it was reasonable at $750 for 2. This is the circle that they live in. The one man had just bought a Lamborghini. Now, if anything, this kind of stuff turns me off. These are not the circles that I operate in. This is not the world that I really have any interest in being in. This, you can see it all around. I mean, it does not so much here, but this is a different world. And I'm happy to be here, because it's my home. This is Southern California. Look at what's going on up there. Blue light up there. What a different world. Now, they're not all like this. Remember, this was Newport, Laguna. There's a lot of real people here, too. Not that they're not real, but they're not real from my perspective. And there's a lot of people showing up now, so I better turn off. But I'm just going to sign off from now. I haven't had dinner yet. It's getting me, I think it's on 11 o'clock. I need to get home. Believe me, this is not the world that I want my daughter to raise in. I don't want her to become one of these competitive yuppies, or to have that as a benchmark to live towards. So my wife and I are very grounded people, and we will strive to keep her there. But the reason I wanted to start this video is I think I found myself a little gold mine. Oh, I like that tableau back there. Because on the lifting on the weekends, this is very close. Like I said, the last road, I didn't tell you that. I'm in Irvine now, my home. The last ride took me back to Irvine. It was very close. I can, in the evenings, I can, after my family's settled, if I want to make a little bit of money for the spending money for the weekend, I can just get into the thing and drive. I'm there. Turn it on, and I'm there. I can work until midnight or 2 and make a good chunk of money to help out. And that's how I'll fund my family's fun. Look at that house up there. What is going on up there? That's how I'll fund our fun, and strive to show my daughter a balanced life. And hopefully, though, and I had a talk with 2 young women from UC Irvine earlier tonight. I had so many rides today, so many stories, so many people. Interesting stuff. And they were telling me about, they'd come from the Midwest. One from Wisconsin, one from Colorado. And they had told me, and they're living here. And they had told me that background, that experience of living in that world helped to temper the experience of living in this world of affluence, of extreme, just amazing. And I hope, and they actually told me, they said that they thought that Emily would be better for that as well, or at least able to withstand or understand that, hey, that's my lift rider there, that's my wife's car. I'm starting to shake, it's a little chilly. Time to warm up them heated seats. So I'm going to head on home and get myself some dinner, maybe get some In-N-Out, and then after that I will, the whole house is blue. After that I'll go home, and then more lifting tomorrow. Okay, talk to y'all later. See ya.